Welcome to the Royal Stitches. In my previous video, I taught on how to cut a bomber suit. Today, I will be doing the sewing of the bomber suit. So to start with, I've cut the lining, I've fixed the interfacing. You can see it. I interface it with what we call wadding here, the soft one. So now, the first thing I'm going to do, I will open up the body's lining and I'm going to place it this way. I'm going to sew the sleeve first and the side. You know, when I was cutting, I cut with 2 inches allowance, but when I will be sewing now, I'm going to take only ½ inch seam allowance, and that is what I'll be doing to the bodies as well. So I'm going to join this way, join the shoulder, join the side with ½ inches or ½ an inch. I will take the bodies and also open it up right side to right side, like so. I will join the shoulder, then the side with ½ inch seam allowance. Then I will also take the sleeve. I will do the same thing. I will join the sleeve also with ½ inch seam allowance, placing it this way. I'm going to join this side first, ½ inch seam allowance. I will do the same thing to this also. Then for the main sleeve also, I will also place it this way and join it with ½ inch seam allowance. Then for the wrist band, the wrist I'm working with is 8 inches. I will be cutting out 6 inches. I won't cut exactly on the 8 inches because my band is stretchy. It has some sort of elastic. So I'm going to cut on 6 inches, reducing 2 inches because I also don't want it to be too tight. So I will only reduce 2 inches. Then my jacket will be having an outer pocket. Now for the outer pocket, I'm going to use some of my pieces to cut out that. The height of the pocket will be 5 inches plus seam allowance. So this will be plus 1 inch seam allowance. That will be 6 inches. So this will be the height of my pocket, 6 inches. I will rule exactly of 6 inches and I can cut it this way. Then the pocket is somehow slant, and to make that, I'll make sure I attain a straight line at one side. So this is the side that will go to the zipper seam allowance. Then from here, I'm going to take, I don't even check it, yes. From here, I'm going to take 3½ inches plus ½ inch seam allowance, making 4. I will take 4 inches here. Then on the lower side, I will take 7 inches on the lower side, and I will draw a slant line like so. So I will cut. So this will be my outer pocket, and this pocket is still going to have an elastic at the tip, so that when I want to place hand, you see that I can place my hand easily. So for the band that I'm going to place here, I'm just going to reduce this side by 1 inch because I'm going to place a 1 inch band there. So I'm only going to reduce by 1 inch. And I will cut this off. So this is what I'll be using to cut the second pocket. So after cutting out the pocket like this, I will take my band. I will measure this side. I'm having 7 inches here. But because it is slant, I can't cut out 7 inches exactly on this band. It will be shorter. So I'm going to add 1 inch. So I will cut out 8 inches instead of 7 inches. So I will cut out 8 inches instead of 7 inches. I said I'll be using a tiny, this band is wide, so I'll be using just this for the two. I will cut through. I'm going to fold this way and sew it like so. So after sewing, I will trim off the excess. Now I have joined all the parts and we'll be separating it one after the other. But before that, I want you to take note of this. I need to slit the pocket. You know, I cut in fold, so I need to slit the longer side here and leave the shorter side because I want the band to be tucked in. So after slitting, I will remove this like so, and I will place it this way. Then use this to hold it down like sandwich. So the fabrics, the band, and the fabrics. So I'm just going to hold it down with my pin. So when I'm sewing, I'll make sure that the band tip is coming out here, is on this line. So I will align it, the band, with this edge. And I will hold it down as well. I'm going to sew it down like so. The bodies now, I'll be joining the zip. This is the zipper allowance. So I'll be joining the zip to this side like so. But by the time I'm joining, I have to leave half an inch down here in order to join the lining, the body's lining to it. So I will leave half an inch and join the sleeve. I can just mark my half inch out. So from this line, I'm going to place the zip and join it down to the body. And I will do the same thing to this side. I have joined the zipper. I hope you can see it. I have joined the zipper. So the next thing is I'm just going to open this up like so. Then I will measure around the neck in order to cut out the band for the neck. Remember, the zipper will be like this, so I have to fold this in because I'm still going to join, or notwithstanding, I can even measure this way and down. So when I'm joining the lining, because I'm still going to join the lining, when I'm placing the lining, it will just take it in. So I will measure around the neckline to cut out the neck band. So what I'm having here is 21 for the neck band. I'm just going to cut 2/3 of 21. That is 21 divided by 3. That is 7. 7 times 2, 14. So I'm going to cut out 14 inches from my band. So I'm just going to measure out 14 inches for the neckline. Just the same way, I'm going to divide this into 2 because it is too high for my neck. To slit it into 2 equal parts. And I'll be using one of it for the neckline. So what I'm just going to do is I will fold it this way and mark the middle. Just a small notch. Then after that, I will fold together like so. And let me just use a side to make the other. I will fold together. I will fold together like so. Measure 1/4 of an inch. Then here on this line, I will take like 2 inches in. Then I will slant it. After that, I will make sure that it aligns properly and I will cut it out. So I cannot place it on this one like this and cut it out. So after cutting, the next thing, I will fold it again. Take this tip, place it on this edge, and I will hold it down. I will just hold it down with an affix pin. So after holding it down with an affix pin, I need to find the middle of this place. So this seam, I will open it up, the seam on the shoulder. I will open it up this way. I'm still going to iron out this seam so that it will align properly. I need to iron it down. Then I will also open the other side seam. I will align this seam together like so that I can get the middle of the back. I will notch it with a small notch. Then I will open this way. I will take these sides together like so, place it here and hold it down with a pin. Then I will take the middle where the notch is. I will align it with this middle and I will pin it down. Then I will now take it to the machine and I will just pull my band this way and follow the line and sew it down to this middle. Pull the band, sew it down to this middle so that it will align to this neck. I have fixed the neckline. You can see how it looks. So after fixing the neckline, the next thing is I'm going to fix the band here. So, and in order to do that, it's somehow trickish. The first thing I will do is place this like this. I have an half inch here with which I will join the lining to the bodice. So I'm going to twist it this way, pin it down. I will sew it down. Then this other side, I will also bring it to this side. Twist it this way. Leave the half inch with which I will sew the lining to the bodice. I will pin it down and I will sew from here. I will go take it to the machine. I will sew it from here to this point, to this corner, to this point here. I will do the same thing here also to this point. I will sew it down to this point as well, leaving the half inch with which I'm going to join it to the top. After joining it on both sides, this is what I have, and that is how it will stand. Then the next thing now is to join to this edge, and in order to do that, I will first fold this together, bring this notch, the side seam together to find the middle of the back bodice, and I will notch it. Then I will also find the middle of the band and I will notch it as well. So after notching, I will just place it down this way. I will place it down this way. The middle or the center that I've notched, I will match it with this center here. The waist I'm working with is 28 inches. So the band I'm using is 21 inches, like 1/3 of the waist. Then for this corner, I'm going to twist it this way. I will twist it this way. I can just cut here. So I'm going to bring so I will pin it down. I will make sure this line aligns with this place. So I will just push this in and bring it and pin it down. Then from there, I will make sure I just stretch it while I'm sewing. It's the band. So as I'm sewing, I will just be stretching it and sew down. This side also, I will do the same thing. I will twist it in a way that this edge will match this edge. You see, I'm trying to form like a triangle with this edge. So I'll just twist it to make just this edge match with this edge. And I will pin it down. So I will just put my machine needle here and start sewing. I stretch while I sew. You see, our jacket is almost ready. You can see that our jacket is now coming out beautifully. Can you see it? So the nice thing, anytime the person wears it, it stretches. I don't want it to be too tight. Then with time, after ironing, it will still stretch the more. The iron will bring it out the more. I have not ironed it. Then the next thing, I'm going to notch this place a little bit, this curve, so that it will ease. Then I will cut this bulk away like this. Then release this place with a notch. You make sure you don't cut through the seam line. So then I will do the same thing to this side. I will also notch. I will also notch that corner. To create ease. So the next thing is for me to take it to the ironing table and I will give it a good press. After that, the next thing now is to fix the pocket. You know, we already have our pieces done. And to fix the pocket is just very, very simple at this stage. So for fixing the pocket, if you like, you may fix it before you fix the band. I would have done that, but I forgot. It is good to fix the pocket before you fix the band. But at this stage, it's still the same thing. What I just have to take is to take 1 inch up from this band M. I will take 1 inch up. So at this edge, beside the zip, I will take half an inch away from the zipper. Half an inch away from the zipper. Then I will place the pocket is like this. It's staying like this. So my pocket will relax. The length of the pocket will relax on this 1 inch that I've taken. Then the side will relax on this. I've overlocked my pocket. So I'm just going to put it this way. Tuck the overlocked side in and put it on the 1 inch line. Tuck the overlocked area in. Hold it down with the pin. Then, because I've sewn this place, I need to stretch it out. I will stretch it out. That's why I said it is good to fix your pocket before you sew, before you place your band. So I'm just going to stretch it out very well to allow it to align properly. Then I will also hold it down with the pin. And this place that seems coming out, I will just trim it in a way that it will go inside. I will just sew this way. And by the time I finish doing that, our pocket will be like this. So I'll fix the pocket. I hope you can see it. So the next thing now, after fixing the pocket, is to fix the lining. After I've fixed everything, now I'm going to fix the lining. And to fix the lining, I'm going to turn it to the right side. Then the lining, I will place the right side of the lining to the right side of the dress. This collar, I will tuck it in this way. The shoulder hem, I will place it together and hold it down with a pin. I will be aligning the shoulder line with the shoulder line. I will tuck this in. The collar, I will tuck it in like this. Then the the right side is to the right side, don't forget. Then I will align this together this way. I will hold it down with a pin. Tuck this in. Bring this edge like this. Hold this with the pin. I will also align this shoulder line. Hold it down with the pin. And I will align this as well. Hold it down with the pin. Then I will take this, align it. If there's any excess, I'm going to cut it off. So because my lining is somehow soft, so I think that's why I'm having excess. Hold it down with the pin as well. And this place, I will hold it down. I will bring this in. I will bring this in and align this. So I will also bring this place out. And make sure I align it properly. This joint, I will align it with this joint. Hold it down with the pin. And bring this here. Hold it down with the pin. So I will stop there for now. Then do the same thing to the other side. So after that, I will now take it down to the machine. I'm going to sew this line first. I'm going to sew on the zipper area first. I will make sure that I'm having a lot of excess here, but notwithstanding, I will make sure that my seam go on the zipper. My zip goes on the zipper. I will make sure that. So after sewing, when I get there, I will sew here. I will sew and stop here. Then I will come to this place. I will sew down, tucking this in. I will sew down. Then the same thing to the other side. So after joining this round, this is the neckline, this is the zipper area. So the next thing now, just the same way I said it, I have not joined this place. So let me just, now I'm going to take it back to the machine now and join it down. I will align this side seam to the side seam. I've pushed in the band. So this side seam, the lining side seam, we go to the fabric side seam. I will hold it down with a pin. Then I will do the same thing to the other side as well. I'll join it to this line. So I will just look for the side seam here and also align the lining side seam. And I will take it down to the machine. So I'm going to sew. The next thing is through the armhole, I'm going to turn it out. So I'm going to turn it out this way. When I'm through with everything, I will give it a good press. So we are almost at the final stage now. We are left with just this sleeve. Hope you can see our jacket. The jacket has really formed. Very, very beautiful. So now to fix the sleeve, the first thing is I will turn it back. I will turn it back to the wrong side and put it aside. And I will cut out I'll take the sleeve and also take the band which I've already cut out. Then the next thing is I'm going to open up the band like so. This is the sideways where it's stretching to. So I'm going to, it's usually unfold like this. I'm going to open it up and sew it down. I will do the same thing to this one too. I will open it up. I will open it up this way. Remember my band is 6 inches. I will open it up this way. Then I will join this seam together and I will turn it this way. I will do the same thing for this. See how, though it's small, but it's very stretchy. You see that it goes in easily. So I don't want a situation where it will be slack. I want it to be fitted. So after this, I'm going to take the hem. I will join it to this. I will open up the seam also. Join it to this and hold it down. Okay, let me do it this way. You remember our sandwich. We are going to make another sandwich here as well. So this is the right side. This is the right side of the sleeve also, of the lining. So I'm going to pass this lining through the band. If you look at it, I'm passing it through the band. So I'll open up the sleeve, the seam as well. And I will join it to this seam. So I'm having the fabric, the band, and the lining. And the lining is right side to right side. I will hold it down with the pin. Then I will try to straighten it. Then pull the center of the band towards the center of the sleeve. And I will do the same thing to the lining as well. And if you see that it won't be convenient, you can just notch as usual. You can just notch as usual. If you are notching, make sure you notch before you start aligning them, so that there won't be any mistake. So you now just align the notches. I think it is simpler like this and straightforward. Just align the notches and hold it down with a pin. I'm going to do the same thing for the second sleeve, and I'm going to take it to the matching. Start from any side. I will continue to stretch along with the band, align it along with the band, and sew round. I will do the same thing to the second sleeve as to pull it out. Now, I will pull it out. If I push it back in, I have something like this. So the next thing now is fixing the sleeve. After I've turned it to the wrong side, see the way I turn it? This is the sleeve side and this is the sleeve side. So now the next thing is I will take my sleeve, pull this out a little bit. Then this, you tuck it in like so, right side to right side. Just take your fabrics, open it up, align it. Make sure you notch to know the center of the sleeve. You must have notched your sleeve. To notch, you align it this way. And you just give it a notch, like so. Then you also align the second one and give it a notch. So after you align the notch with the shoulder hem, with the you align the notch with the shoulder seam. So I've aligned the notch with the shoulder seam, and I've aligned the other one with the side seam, the lower part with the side seam. So I'm just going to sew round like this. Then for this lining, I will take this is the wrong side. I hope you can see. I will twist it to bring out the right side. So this right side, I will bring this side to the shoulder seam and align it, holding it down with a pin. Then this other side, I will tuck it in and also align it with the side seam. So when I'm through with that, I will just bring this to give me space. So I'm also going to sew this round as well. So by the time I sew this round and sew this round, and I sew this side and this side, the clothes will be totally locked up. It will remain removing it from this side. I've sewn the shoulder together just the way you can see it. So after sewing the shoulder, the next thing now is to turn it to the right side. Now, after sewing the sleeve to it, I've locked up everything. So in order to turn it out, I will need to remove, you can't lose it from anywhere that you will see that you are okay with. As for me, I'm going to lose it from the side. So I will just lose like 2 inches from the side. Then from here, I'm going to bring out everything gently. You see that the hole is not that big. So gently, I will just start bringing it out. This is the wrong side of our jacket. So this is the finished look of our jacket. You see how beautiful it is. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much for giving your time to watch. Please don't forget to subscribe. If you have gained something from this lesson, please don't forget to click on the like button and give me thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not done so that you'll be able to receive notification on my video anytime I upload. Thanks for watching. Bye.